So Jeremy, Mr. Penny Arcade friend, compadre, was sick today. We were supposed to go see the Penny Arcade game.
Yeah.
And,
benefits to me, now I got to play it. You create your own character, and then that character gets put into the new Arcadia world in the 1920s. And it's kind of cool because whatever character you make, although there weren't that many options for the girl character, gets put into the 3D world and then also into the like 2D comic world, so that's kind of neat. Then a giant fruit fucker comes out and stomps on your house. I went into it kind of expecting, you know, it's a fusion of RPG elements and then and some like, you know, old school point and click adventure elements. And you get the point and click thing, like to move around the 3D world, you use your mouse and you just like, you know, click where you want to go, click on items to like find clip art or like items hidden in trash cans and boxes and stuff like that. But it's just, there isn't much to do with, you know, the adventuring aspect in terms of exploration. Like, you don't really have to solve any puzzles that we have seen so far.
Right, at the beginning.
At the beginning. I mean, the RPG stuff is pretty interesting. Like, you run into, you know, what do you call it, random battles. You like run into your, like you see bad guys, mimes on the street, and they're going, making weird noises, although I don't know why mimes make noises. But you run into them, and then it's like, you know, fade into like the battle screen, and then you roll the dice to see who goes first, and then you have all these like little progress wheels that fill up, and then whenever it fills up, that means you can attack or do like a special attack. And like, it's kind of interesting because they don't have hotkeys right now for the PC version. You just use your mouse to click on the attack and then click on the enemy. So it's like a lot of clicking plus pressing spacebar to like block or counter attack an enemy attack. So like stuff's always going on.
Right.
And it feels kind of hectic when you have like 3 people there. I felt like I was looking more at the little wheels than I was actually at their cool animations up top.
Yeah.
But I could see how that would be pretty fun going, like, as you gain levels, especially because you get those combo attacks.
It's given you kind of an RPG for some people who may not play RPGs. Like, they could get into this pretty easily, I think. You know, it's very kind of simple in that sense. I mean, even though you're always doing stuff.
The timing's pretty difficult, though,
right.
from what I've tried. Like, I mean, even if you miss it, you still get something out of it, so it's not like, oh, you failed your combo and you get nothing. You still get something, but if you're, like, more accurate, you get better damage out of it, I guess.
Right.
But just me trying to get all the timing right. Like, for Gabe's, you have to like jam on spacebar until like the power bar goes up, and the faster you do it, the more damage you do. And then after that, there's like a little dropping bar, and if you hit it within like the little green area at the right time, you get like bonus damage. So little things like that. It's like you get the first part really well, and then the second part you might suck, and then.
I mean, the combat and everything was fun, but the text is like the only times when I like laughed.
It's also kind of what makes this game different from everything else. Like, you know, that story is important to how this game is going to sell and how good it is, really. So.
Yeah, from the options that we've seen for like the different dialogue trees, I think it's pretty interesting that you can decide what you want to say, and depending on that, sometimes you
kind of, yeah.
Well, sometimes I think you can see all of the dialogue, but sometimes if you choose like something else, you might.
It'll unlock new options, yeah.
So it's pretty interesting.
It's kind of interesting also how there's like a narrator for like the beginning, but then it jumps into all this text that you're reading. So for me, it felt a little quiet when we just went through like long stages of text, and there wasn't like, because I was so used to hearing the narrator like 10 minutes earlier. But I have a feeling that this will work better long term.
I think it's definitely a good choice to not give them voices, because everyone probably has an idea of what they sound like in their heads. So you don't want to like have that jarring, like, he doesn't sound like that at all. Right. I mean, I definitely think fans will get a kick out of it. It's not the same like Gabe and Tycho you're used to like reading, you know, in the comic, and obviously Tycho's got his like elaborate speech going, and Gabe is just like, what the hell are you talking about? So that dynamic is still there, and I think there are a lot of, you know, little things that fans of the comic will pick up on, and obviously they have, you know, their same jokes like the fruit fucker.
Well, and even there was like some unskippable scenes, like where you were opening those doors, and behind each door was like a different scene of like a guy that was like dead in a bathtub, and then there was like that wolf. And they would have commentary about it, and it wasn't skippable, but it was like, because it was like you were reading like a short comic panel.
Those are totally
like,
exactly
game,
from like
short
panels
comics.
of the comic, yeah. I mean, I'm guessing there's going to be an epic battle with a giant robotic fruit fucker at the end, and when you see what the little fruit fuckers do,
What do they do?
they fuck fruits.